Welcome back to another episode of Ali's Allotment. Now, we're filming this from the backyard. Obviously, there's been changes that need to take place, and one of the things I've been doing is growing fruit and veg in the back garden. Things I've put in just over a month ago were quick growing crops such as radishes, and this is a variety called white icicle. What's interesting about this variety is that it looks rather like Bangladeshi mullah. In the sub-Indian continent, people call it mulli, but you might have heard the term daikon, which is the Japanese term for really large radishes. And these icicle radishes remind me of mulli. But regular followers of the channel will know that I grow quite a bit of radish, and I'm particularly fond of the variety French breakfast, which we've already harvested earlier on, probably around a week ago. I've also grown some salad mix in some troughs, and again about 4 weeks ago these seeds were sown, and we've been picking them on a couple of occasions during the last few days of fasting in the start of Ramadan. And it's nice just to pick some salad leaves for the plate. And in this patch we grew some red onions. We treat them like spring onions, so we mainly grow them for these tops. They're nice additions in salads or stir fries. I must say it's not a great deal, but it's sufficient for a picking from time to time. And then later on we might find that some of the onions have bulled up quite a bit, and then you've got the addition of some onions that you can store for a couple of months. But we've grown onions a few years now, and you can see in between what I did was I purposefully sowed some coriander seeds, and unlike in the past where I've just broadcast sown, I deliberately pressed in the seeds, and as a result we've got these. And in this adjacent patch I've got some dwarf yellow wax beans that are just appearing. Now, talking about appearing, I didn't purposefully sow this mustard, but it was in the soil, the compost mix anyway, and they've just come up. Treat it as a bonus. You can just pick the leaves as you would pick salad leaves generally and just add it to salads. And on this side I've staggered the sowing of some yellow wax. So on the left you can see seeds that were sown over a fortnight ago, and they've germinated. So I've decided in this space where we had some radishes just a few days ago, I pressed in some yellow wax seeds, and because it's still too cold to just grow them outdoors well, I've decided to cover them up with this large sheet, this Perspex sheet. Hopefully that'll do the job. On this side we've got a small patch of strawberries, and behind them you might just be able to see some peas that I've sown in a line, hence the pea sticks. So that they'll climb up. With it being a milder day today, I decided to bring some of the seedlings outside. They should be okay with the sunny intervals. If it was a scorcher like it was the last 2 days, I wouldn't risk it. What I've got here is my prairie fire, which is something I grow annually now. They're doing alright, and we're trying to see if we can grow some more exotics this time. Okra, that's the Clemson spineless variety that I'm going to try and grow. Obviously I'll keep these in the windowsill as long as we can, and hopefully when we're able to get to the allotment, then I'll put them in the greenhouses. Likewise, having not been successful in growing my amaranth last year, when I did put them into the raised bed in the greenhouse in mid-April, I've learnt from that mistake, and I've decided to grow them in pots, individual pots, and keep them indoors for as long as I can. So that's the stem amaranth. I featured it on a spring update last year. It was around this time probably. And like I said, with it being not totally clear skies today, I'm happy to bring these seedlings out just to give them a bit of air. A bit of wind strengthens the stems anyway. So when I do an update next time, sometime in May, hopefully you'll see these stem amaranth will have got quite a bit bigger. And in here I've got a improvised housing area for seedlings that are germinating. I've got some purple climbing French beans which are in the front row. In the middle line I've got, I'll just move this out of the way, I've got Allotment beans, and they're just pushing up now. You can see on this one they've all germinated. And in the back line I'm readying the Scarlet Emperor runner beans. As I say, I'm trying to get a head start, and when we're able to get back to the allotment, I'm going to put them into the ground and up a frame such as a wigwam. Over here I've got some spinach that's just growing, quite small at the moment, but it's just a catch crop that I've put in till the weather is more favourable, and I was going to sow some beans or something. I'm not sure yet what. And there's some garlic in the back line there. My tomatoes were recently potted up. Again, these are crops that I grow every year, but I've scaled down this year on how many plants I have. This is a variety called Ailsa Craig. Obviously, with not knowing how long we're going to be stuck indoors, I decided to put some runner beans in pots and see if they'll climb up this framework. They're looking quite healthy. And as always, I try and grow some chilies and overwinter them, and these were overwintered. There's just some sign of flowers developing, so hopefully in the next update we'll see maybe even some pods. Decided to grow a single mint plant in a small pot and just cut the leaf off and obviously wash it and put it in some hot water and make a really simple mint tea. And in the background here I've got a lemon tree. It's a really small plant at the moment, and it's a type of lemon that's associated with the Sylhet region of Bangladesh, and it's called Jara Lebu. Lebu just means lemon. Whether you've been growing flowers or growing a bit more veg, hope you've been keeping well and staying safe. Thanks for watching.